What is up, people, and welcome back to the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. The challenge and the series where we drivers Rio Haryanto in the Manor go 2 laps down in every single track and try and work our way back through the field to win the race. We are driving on very easy difficulty. Remember, going 2 laps down in the Manor, trying to do our best to try and get some points in today's race. Last time at the Belgian Grand Prix, I asked you guys what track you wanted to see for round 3 of this series, and you guys came back to me with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So that is what we are doing here today. So without any further ado, let's just quickly look at the race strategy for today's race. They want me to start on the super soft tyres and go to the mediums, but I'm going to go for a set of mediums at the start and take it from there. So I'm going to go mediums at the start, so we need to change that. Yeah, so there we go. So mediums at the start, super softs at the end, and hopefully that should take us to the end of the race. There's also that tyre wear glitch thing that's going around at the moment, so if that hasn't been fixed, then hopefully we can take those super soft tyres for the second stop a lot longer than we normally can. Once again, I'm going to put myself with loads of fuel, and without any further ado, I will see you guys once we have gone 2 laps down. Here they come now then to put me 2 laps down. There's the 2 Mercedes getting very close together on track at the moment. There's everybody else going through. We've just got to wait for everybody to go through. They're a lot more spaced out than they were on lap 1, so that is going to make this very, very tricky indeed. But they're all getting through now. Come on, there's Pascal Vernon not doing too badly, and then the 2 Saubers. Right, away we go for the 2 laps down championship challenge, round 3 of this season, driving as Rio Haryanto. Right, let's get back into this race and try and work our way through the field and try and score some decent points here today. It looks like we're already on the back of the Saubers and the Renault, so we're going to move over to the left-hand side of Marcus Ericsson, maybe up the inside of Nazar as well. We're going to be a bit careful up the inside of Magnussen as well, side-by-side through this corner, side-by-side with Palmer. Not yet, but we are going to go up the inside as Grosjean looks to go. Well, can I go up the inside here? Can I do it? Yes, I can. A double overtake. Oh, I was very scared. I was thinking, do I go for the move? Do I not go for the move? In the end, I just managed to squeeze my way through. We did get through both of those guys. And oh my god, back end there's just snapping out on me. We did manage to get through, but looks like it hasn't gone well for Kevin Magnussen, who's out of today's race through the castle section. So let's see what happened with those guys. No, I need to go forward here. Where's Kevin Magnussen? Here's Kevin Magnussen. Right, let's watch on board with K-Man. Why is it showing this camera angle? We just got to sort of wait for Kevin Magnussen to come through. There's a lot of the guys that we are going to be looking to catch up to next. It looks like it's the Force India that's up next for us. There's us losing the back end, and then coming into this corner, I think he just gets a shunt from behind from somebody. Let's see. Still, no, he is going side by side at the moment with a Sauber of, I think, Felipe Nasr. Does he get a shunt from behind? No, he just gets squeezed out, forced into the barrier, and then Felipe Nasr just says, nope, see you later. You are out of today's race. So Kevin Magnussen will no longer be taking part in today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which is good news for us because it does mean that we gain 1 more position. So very, very happy indeed. Right, the plan for us, try and catch up to the Force Indias that are up ahead of us, and then we'll look to catch up to the rest of the field. So 1 lap down, and we're already up into P16. And already up the inside. Oh my god, how did we not lose my front wing there in the back of Perez? I was not expecting him to go that slowly, but right, left-hand side, going into the left-right chicane. Can we do anything on Kvyat? I'm not even going to dare. I'm not even going to dare try through this corner. Speed up, Kvyat! Speed up! No, don't you dare squeeze me on the right-hand side, boy. Oh my god, look how fast we are on this Manor in a straight line. So quick! But I think those guys might have DRS. No, they will have on the next lap, but Hulkenberg looking to maybe try it as well. We're going to go under brake into this left hand. I know I do brake quite early into the corners. It's because I don't have a lot of confidence at the moment under braking in this manner. Plus we are very, very heavy with fuel at the moment. Just look, we are on, I'm running in lean as well, so that's not exactly the best thing to do. But we've got plus 6.6 laps of fuel to last us till the end of the race. So yeah, that's why I'm a little bit unconfident into braking zones, but we are going to dive out the inside of Valtteri Bottas here, up the inside, and there we go, gaining another position on him. Jenson Button is up next to me. Where can I go for the own overtake here? Not quite round the outside through that corner, but I should be able to get the inside line into this next one, and on Carlos Sainz as well. And there we go, getting past both of those guys in one corner and moving up into what would be P9 if we were on the lead lap. And right behind Fernando Alonso now. Do we dare to go into... Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god, I lost the back end heavily there. So heavily. I did have a collision with Fernando Alonso. Luckily, there wasn't any damage to either of our cars, but It did mean that we got held up through the castle section, which you don't want. Coming up the inside of Gutierrez, he's going to squeeze us. We're going to come off the throttle. Oh my god. That was a close one. We were so close to either going into the barrier or into Esteban Gutierrez and putting both of us out of the race. Somehow, we managed to feed it through that corner. Very, very happy with that indeed. But, oh my god, I am definitely pooing myself at the moment around this track. Right behind Kimi Räikkönen now as we go through the left-right chicane. We want to take this very, very fast, flat out, which we can do in the manner. No, we can't. I did have to lift off there. I wasn't brave enough. Up the inside. Räikkönen, don't squeeze me. Oh my god. And now following in the slipstream of Felipe Massa, which should be a very, very easy move. There we go, on the left-hand side. Right, 2 laps down, and I believe we're up into what would be P5. So, a very, very good start to this challenge. See what I mean under braking? I just don't have the grip and the confidence to brake late into turn 1, which is really, really unfortunate because, you know, we could gain so much more time on the AI drivers if we can just brake even later than they do. But we're right behind Daniel Ricciardo, Sebastian Vettel, and I believe it's a Mercedes that's having a little bit of a battle. So it looks like one of the Mercedes drivers is quite a long way up the field, and there's a yellow flag down in towards the start-finish line. Let's see what happened to Marcus Ericsson then. Has he just had an engine failure, or has he had somebody take him out? Right, Marcus Ericsson, this is who, yep, okay, right. What's happened to Marcus Ericsson down the start-finish straight then? Is it an engine failure? Or is it, yeah, he's just had an engine failure. I thought it was an engine failure just because it didn't look like there was anybody around him. But the yellow flag was out for so long, so I wasn't too sure. But yes, Marcus Ericsson is out because of an engine failure from today's race, as we're going side by side with the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. Got the position done on him though. And up next for us is Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes. So after 3 laps, we are already on the back of Nico Rosberg, which is really, really good indeed. Whereas last time around in Belgium, that one was quite a struggle. So there we go, getting the position on Nico Rosberg on the right-hand side, down in towards this next corner. And there we go, up into what would be a P2. We just have Lewis Hamilton, who is ahead of us now. And once we get past him, then we'll be looking to try and catch up to the field. Right behind Lewis Hamilton, and the braking just so much later than him down towards turn 1. And there we go, getting the position on the Mercedes driver, setting the fast lap as well, a 150.4. And that moves us up past Lewis Hamilton. And what would be into the lead of the race, but that means that we are now only 1 lap down compared to the leader. So we need to do a whole lap to try and catch up to the rest of the field and then work our way back and do exactly what we have just done in the first 4 laps. So that is the task ahead of us here today. Oh, losing the back end all over the place. There's just no grip under braking in this manner. It's a huge struggle at the moment just to you know, get the car turned in and make sure that you have the grip in the car. It's really frustrating, but let's try and catch up to the rest of the field and try and get some decent points here today. Couple of drivers in the pits right now, including my teammate Pascal Wehrlein, so I might be able to get past him. Yes, I do. He's in the pits. Just come out of the pit lane right there on the left-hand side. So I have got past Pascal Wehrlein currently on lap 9 of this challenge. So we're doing pretty well. We've caught up to the back of the pack finally, as we are right behind Danny Kvyat and another driver who's just come into the pits. Not too sure who that one is, but I'm not too sure whether we're going to get the pass on Kvyat or not. I'm going to have a little look up the inside, which I do, and there we go. Squeeze him out, get the position done on Kvyat. I am not taking a day to get past these guys. I'm literally just getting it done as soon as I possibly can, even if it means making lunges up the inside, which you shouldn't really do. Then I'm going to do it, and just managing to get the position through that chicane on Romain Grosjean as well. So making my way through the field right now, as I was not concentrating then, and just a little bit early on the brakes, but that's not really going to cost us too much because the AI are a lot earlier than that. As we are now already on the back of Felipe Nasr, who goes very, very slow into that corner. Oh my god, I've broken a bit of my front wing. I have broken a bit of my front wing. I don't think that's going to cost us too much. I don't think that's going to cost us too much time because it's only a tiny, tiny amount of damage on the front right. It might mean that we have to lift off through this left and right hander. We're just going to see as we tell. Well, we're definitely going to have to lift off as Jolyon Palmer is taking a bus tour, as Sebastian Vettel would say, around the Baku city circuit. What on earth is he doing? Going so slowly through that one, but we did get past Jolyon Palmer. Will he be able to get back at us though? Down in towards turn 1, he is going to have that slipstream and DRS. I don't think he's going to be quick enough though to get a position on us, and we have got past Jolyon Palmer there. Nobody else, one more driver in the pits. Another driver's just come out of the pit lane going side by side there with Esteban Gutierrez. That is Fernando Alonso, and those two are going to hold each other up very, very nicely. To give myself a lovely run out of that corner, past Fernando Alonso, past Esteban Gutierrez as well, and hopefully get the position on him in this next corner. Just need to spot my braking zone, which is about here. There we go, getting past Esteban Gutierrez very, very easily indeed, and moving up another position. Right then, right behind Felipe Massa in the Williams. Will I be able to get past him before the very quick left-right chicane? I'm not too sure, actually. I think I may either have to... No, not trying that. I'm not trying that on Felipe Massa. Speed up, you moron. Let's go. Why are you going so slow? I can understand going slow through the first one, but you don't need to go slow through the second one as well. And now we're going to be under pressure from Felipe Massa, who does have the slipstream and the DRS down this straight. Oh my god, but he's lifting off very, very early in towards turn 1. So, yeah, thank you for that. However, with this front wing damage, I do run it a little bit wide. But I'm right behind Carlos Sainz right now in the Toro Rosso. And I'll be looking to get past him down this next straight, and then also down in towards turn 3 as well. So here we are following in the slipstream, using that to our advantage, trying to get past him. Right, 200, and now, right, braking for turn 3. And there we go, up another position on the lead drivers. Here we are then, right behind Kimi Räikkönen as we come into the castle section. We're going to take this very, very easily. We do not want to ruin our race through here just because we're following as I give him a little tap there. I said I'm going to take this easily, and I go right into the back of Kimi Räikkönen. Right, good, better exit than the Ferrari driver through the fast left right-hander. Left right-hander through the fast left-hander. And we get past him. Can we get past Sergio Perez as well? Oh my god, Sergio. Oh, I fucked that up. I've broken the rest of my front wing. Flashback time. Flashback time. We're just going to ignore that happened. And, yep, we'll just carry on from here. Right, yep, see, nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Definitely did not break anything. Right, Sergio Perez, you're going to lift off. Oh, for fuck's sake, Sergio. I'm just going to drive you into the fucking wall for that. I'm out. I'm out of the race. Right, hopefully it allows me to take my flashback before that actually happened, because otherwise that was a really stupid thing to do. Sergio Perez, though, what on earth is he doing? What on earth is he doing through that corner? I'm going to be right behind. Oh my god, I'm so shaky through here. Sergio Perez, though. And now I've locked up, but I've made the corner this time. No front wing damage. We finally managed to get through that. Thank fuck for that. Right then, through the fast left, and then right. Can we take it with this front wing damage? Yes, we can. Didn't even have to worry about that at all. So we're going to get past Sebastian Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo. Both of us getting past Daniel Ricciardo there, and it could have been quite dangerous if we were going side by side with those two. If they did decide to come into the pits, which I don't think they have done. But braking for turn 1, getting a position on both of those guys. And now we just have the two Mercedes drivers to get past, as engineer wants me to change up my strategy. And looking at the tyre where I might have to go for a set of super soft tyres, set of soft tyres instead of super softs. But we will try and take these to lap 15. What are they on at the moment? 47. Yeah, I reckon I could take them to lap 15. Yeah, I reckon we're just going to wait out for the super soft tyres and then hammer it in at the end of the race. Do we pit for repairs though on our front wing? That is the question though. It's not affecting us too much, but we are still losing time because of it. So we need to consider that before we come into the pits. Here we are then, right behind Nico Rosberg. I don't think we're going to be able to try, even think about trying. Yes, we are. Oh, Rosberg. Oh my, that was a stupid decision. That was a stupid decision. I mean, we have the inside line. He did squeeze us against the barrier. You should not be going too wide there. Why we decided to dive up the inside, I don't know. But if we can have a look, we're just going to have a look at the front wing, aren't we? Let's have a look. Oh, no, we can't look at Nico Rosberg. We have to go this one. Right, Nico Rosberg. And he just loses the tyre. And I'm facing the wrong way. So, yeah. Typical that I've crashed near the opticians, because I definitely needed some glasses going into that corner. But, oh, that was a bad idea. Right, we're just going to use a flashback about... Where is it? Where's my car? Where am I? Right, there. That's fine. We'll use a flashback there. Okay. Right, okay, this time around, let's not crash into Nico Rosberg, but we are right behind him, so we still might be able to try up the inside into the castle section, which we have done, and there we go, getting it done cleanly. That I feel better about. If I used the flashback and then just decided to stay behind him, I would have felt a little bit guilty, but to be able to still make the same move, but this time pull it off, I'm very happy about that, so that's okay. We've got past Nico Rosberg now, in a very tight space on track as well. So that is a very nice move, and I hate that corner. I fucking hate that corner. I absolutely hate it, and I'm using a flashback for that, and I don't care. I don't care what you guys say of me using flashbacks. This isn't a serious challenge, okay? This is not a serious series. Try saying that quickly when you're drunk. Here we go then, right behind Lewis Hamilton, like we were right behind Nico Rosberg, but I think I'm going to be able to get the position done down into this hairpin, and yes I do. I break a little bit earlier just to take it cautiously because I am on the inside, and I don't want to have to use any more flashbacks, because I have definitely used too many in this race already. But we are at Azerbaijan, so I mean, you can sort of let me off. It is a... Oh, I got very close to the wall there, but it is a very, very tight circuit, especially at that castle section. We've only made one collision through there, so that's not too bad. It's mainly just been crashing into AI drivers and this corner up here, which I absolutely hate. So that's been the main problem so far of this episode. Oh, it just bunny hops you over into the wall, and it's so frustrating. I was lucky not to hit it this time around, but luckily I have got past Lewis Hamilton. I am on the lead lap now, and we are going to try and catch up to the rest of the field. I think we are going to stay out till the super soft tyres. I think that is probably the best choice to go for. Then we were very, very quick at the end of the race. I am going to put it down into standard mix fuel. So I've got rich mix at the end of the race. That's what we're going to do. And do we repair our front wing damage? I don't think so. It's not really costing us too much time. So I think I am going to stick with this as I'm caught the turn 1 corner. But I lost the back end and I don't really care too much about it. Right, here we go then. It's time to come into the pits for our first and only pit stop in this race. Going to make sure I get the car stopped before the line. Where is it? There. Right, that's good enough. It's a tricky pit lane entry because you're sort of zigzagging all over the place, but I did manage to get stopped before the line, so I'm very, very happy with that. We've got such a huge gap over Lewis Hamilton at this stage of the race. I think he is probably coming into pits around this lap as well. For some reason, he's been able to make those soft tyres last so long in this race, which is a little bit annoying, but I'm just going to have to get on with it. Is he coming into the pits? No, he's not. So still able to make those tyres last an age at the moment in this race. So a little bit weird. Both the Mercedes drivers have run those soft tyres since the start of the race, I believe, and they're right behind me. But we aren't too far away from Felipe Nasr, and we should be able to catch up to him within the next couple of laps. Here we are then, making my first legitimate overtake in this race. Felipe Nasr in the Sauber, right down at the back of the field. I think he's recently made a pit stop or he's had a problem. I'm going to move over to the right hand side. He's on the medium tyres, and there we go, up into P19 in this race, and now starting to make my way through the field. Jolyon Palmer, he is up next, and I'll be hoping to catch up with him within 2 laps or so. When I say 2 laps, I actually meant a couple of corners, because I'm right behind Jolyon Palmer now, making the overtake here on the left hand side. And I've got to say, being on these super soft tyres is just so much better. There's so much more grip, and I know that's saying the obvious, but just in the rear tyres, I've got so much better traction out of corners compared to the start when I was on those mediums. Yes, maybe it's because I'm light with fuel as well, but the grip is just absolutely incredible. And we are now up into 18th position in this challenge with Pascal Wehrlein, my teammate, up next. And then we'll start to really get in the mix of it and trying to work my way through the field. Here we go then, right behind Pascal Wehrlein. I'm going to have a little look up the inside into the hairpin. Oh, I put it down to neutral, but we have got the position done on Pascal Wehrlein, moving up into 17th place just before we get into the castle section. And up next for us is Esteban Gutierrez, who's on the soft tyres in that Haas car. So we'll be looking to get past him within maybe the fast left right-hander, but it's most likely going to be down at turn 1. Here we are though, right behind Esteban Gutierrez, moving over to the left-hand side. We're going to be on the inside as we come through the fast left, then the right, but we've got the position done. Very, very easy overtake there on Esteban Gutierrez. Up next for us is Danny Kvyat, who is just up the road. We can see him ahead of us now. We may be able to go for the overtake down towards turn 1, and we don't have to worry about that as he is coming into the pits on lap 18 of this race. So Danny Kvyat into the pit lane, and he is going for a new set of tyres. Nobody else in the pits. We have moved up into only P15, but right behind Roman Grosjean, and we'll be looking to get past him within the next couple of corners, possibly by turn 3, but it might be turn 4 or 5. Here we go then, right behind Roman Grosjean through turn 3. Are we going to go around the outside of turn 4? He's going to squeeze us, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to give him the room. Quite early under braking into that corner just because I didn't want to brake too late and have to use the escape road and then completely ruin my race. But we have got past Roman Grosjean there, moving up into P14 with 5 laps of this race still to go. So we've still got a long way left to go, and there are quite a lot of drivers very, very close to us just up the road. Up next for us then is the Force India of Nico Hulkenberg. Where's he going to go? We're going to go to the outside through the horrible corner. And there we go, gets in position very, very easily there on the Force India driver. Moving up into P13, we've got Carlos Sainz, who is on the same tyres as us. So it should be a bit harder, but they are still very easy AI. So it shouldn't be too much of a hassle as we go through the left. then the right. Oh, okay, that was not too bad. I thought it was going to be bad for the second part, but it wasn't too bad in the end. Following in the slipstream of Carlos Sainz, there is a driver in the pit lane at the moment. Jenson Button on the right-hand side, Carlos Sainz on the left. Following in the slipstream of both of these guys, so much quicker than both of them going down in towards turn 1. Getting the position on Carlos Sainz as well and moving into the points as another driver comes into the pits as well. So that is absolutely amazing stuff here on lap 20 with 6 laps left to go in this race. And that is absolutely fantastic. Moving up into the points, Fernando Alonso is up next and we'll be trying to catch him up very, very soon. Here we go then, right on the tail of Fernando Alonso as we go through the left. But then the right, going to try a little bit of switchback move on him, losing the back end a little bit. But there we go, much better under traction compared to Fernando Alonso and getting past him very, very easily indeed. Now, do we try and get past Max Verstappen? No. No, there is no point. There's no point because Sergio Perez is up. If Sergio Perez wasn't ahead of us, I might have tried it. But I just didn't see it as there was any point. I just didn't see any point of trying to get past Max Verstappen there. So a little bit of a switchback move on him though. And unfortunately now I'm up against Sergio Perez once again through this corner, which I do not want to do. Where's he going to go? Round the outside. There we go. Horrible corner time. And we managed to get the car slowed down. So I'm losing all the back end all over the place. But we're up into P7. Now this is the highest we have ever run in one of these challenges, which is absolutely amazing. We should be able to get Felipe Massa and maybe even 5th position, but I think that's probably going to be about it. We might be able to get a podium in this race. That's what I'm going to try and aim for. Try and get a podium because I think the 2 Mercedes drivers are a little bit too far up the road, but we're just going to have to wait and see how this race pans out. Here we go then, right behind Felipe Massa as we come down in towards this hairpin. We're going to brake very, very late compared to the Williams driver, and there we go, easy move on the right hand side, up into P6 now. Lovely amount of points so far in this race, but we want to get more. We're not just going to settle for 6th place. We want to get more points in this challenge. We're all losing the back end all over the place as we accidentally put it down into 1st gear, but managing to catch it, still in P6 and hunting down Sebastian Vettel. Right then, I've got Sebastian Vettel in my sights as we go through the left, then the right. Oh, I got very, very close to the wall there, but we're getting on the tail of Sebastian Vettel, following in the slipstream. We'll get DRS any second now. And there we go, so much quicker than Sebastian Vettel, moving over to the left-hand side, going down in towards turn 1, moving up into 5th place in this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And that is absolutely perfect. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be very, very difficult because of all the straights that were on this circuit. But it looks like it's certainly coming into our favour as we're catching up now to Kimi Räikkönen, who is up ahead of us on the medium tyres. And I think it is Daniel Ricciardo who is currently running in 3rd place. We'll be looking to get past both of those guys within this lap. Here we go then, right behind Kimi Räikkönen. We're going to get better traction compared to the Ferrari drivers side by side at the moment as we go down in towards the hairpin, but he gives up on the position. We can just take a normal line through here, and there we go, up into P4. Up next for us is Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull, and we'll be looking to get past him very, very soon, possibly through the fast left right hander. We're a little bit too far back at the moment to maybe try anything into horrible corner, but maybe the start of sector 3, but definitely by the fast left right we can definitely get him there. Through horrible corner then, right behind Daniel Ricciardo as we go down into the start of sector 3, and there we go, onto the podium. This could be our first ever podium in the 2 laps down championship challenge. We do need to save fuel though. We are on like minus 0.11 or something like that, 0.31, so it's not too bad. We're not going to save it here because that would actually be a dumb thing to do. We are going to save it through maybe the castle section or something like that, but we are going to have to try and catch up now to Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. They are quite a bit up the road. We've got 4 laps to do it, and the gap at the moment is 17 seconds, so it is possible, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Right, here we go then, right behind Nico Rosberg. We're not going to try the same move that we did on him last time through the castle section. I don't think that would be a good idea, especially with 2 laps left to go. Anything that happens now, we will not be using a flashback for. There's 2 laps left to go. We should not be allowed to use a flashback. So we are going to get the move there on Nico Rosberg. Just going to put it up into standard mix to try and get the run on him. Oh my god, that was tight through there. Nearly losing the whole entire race through that corner. We're now right behind Felipe Nasr, who is a lap down car. So we are lapping our first car already in this challenge as we go through this left-hander. And there we go, get the position down on him. 6 seconds is the gap to Lewis Hamilton. Can we win our first ever 2 laps down championship challenge? We have obviously won them before, driving as like the likes of Mercedes and better cars, but driving as a Manor. Can we do it here today at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix as we're now running down in towards turn 1. 6 seconds is the gap. Has that come down in towards turn 1? No, it's still 6 seconds. Obviously, because he is going flat out all the way through that straight. But we are going to gain on him all the way down this lap. So hopefully we can get past Lewis Hamilton very, very soon, as we make a little bit of a mistake there in towards turn 2. But let's see how long it takes, though, to catch up to Lewis Hamilton. 1 lap left to go in this race with 3 seconds down on Lewis Hamilton, which has definitely been caught up through turn 1. Look how much closer we are compared to the Mercedes driver. We are not going to try anything stupid on this final lap because we do not want to throw it all away. We are so close to getting our first ever race win in the 2 laps down championship challenge here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Looks like there's a yellow flag somewhere. Let's quickly look at that. I think it is most likely going to be an engine failure for someone down at the back of the field. Not too sure who it is. Is it Felipe Nasr? Or has he got a puncher? I don't think it's Nasr because it didn't come out then. So who is it? Who's coming down into that corner now? Hang on, I need to look. Right, who is coming down into that corner? Just going through all the drivers. Kimi Räikkönen, was it Kimi Räikkönen or was it? It might have been Daniel Ricciardo. Let's have a little look from behind, see if there's an engine failure or something like that. Let's watch on board with Kimi Räikkönen actually. Oh no, that's as far as it goes. So it can't be him. So it's got to be whoever's in front. So that, oh no, he's got a puncher. Daniel Ricciardo has a punch on the final lap, which means some of these guys could crash into him, could cause a massive collision. I definitely want to see that. That could be pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll need to make sure I brake for turn 3 now, as we are right behind Lewis Hamilton. Still going to save fuel because I might need that down the start finish straight, just in case I am still behind Lewis Hamilton. The red light is flashing for fuel right now, as we're just going to brake a little bit early into this corner. Not worry too much about Lewis Hamilton. We are going to get him, of course, into... Oh, I've made a mistake there, running it very, very wide, not getting the best of traction out of the corner. And no, I'm not going to... I could dive up the inside, but I just don't want to risk it. What's the point of risking it right now? What is the point of risking it? Yeah, do you know what? Fuck it, let's just risk it. Up the inside. Up the inside, come on. Oh, I've done it. I put it into neutral. I've wiped him out. He's still alive. I did it. I got the move done. Down into... Oh my god, the castle section. I want to look at a replay of that. I want to look at a replay of that. I was just like, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's get the overtake on Lewis Hamilton. He's taking too long here as we come into the castle section. And there's a little bit of contact there, and he hits the wall. Damages his front wing a bit, the front right end plate. But I mean, we did give him enough room. Sort of. Yeah, we gave him loads of room. There's loads of room there. You could easily fit... You could squeeze 2 cars in there. You could squeeze 2 cars in there. Lewis Hamilton, he could have taken a much better line than that. He turned in way too early, turned into me, and then just sort of ruined his line. So you've got to say that was his fault. We gave him the room, and he decided not to take it. So Lewis Hamilton, that's your fault. 44, missing out to 88 there. And Rio Haryanto is king. Right then, here we go. Last couple of corners in this challenge. Oh my god, I nearly threw it all away then. Last couple of corners in this challenge. Down in towards horrible corner. Getting through that okay. Losing the back end a little bit. But we have already got a gap to Lewis Hamilton in this challenge. So it looks like everything should be okay. Losing the back end a little bit. Just being a little bit slidey. I mean, look at the rears. 53% tyre wear at the moment on the rears. Through the final couple of corners now. Through the fast left-right. Getting very close to the wall there on the left-hand side. But coming down this very, very long final straight all the way down towards the line. We're going to weave the car in celebration. It's our first ever win here in the 2 laps down championship challenge. Putting it into a huge spin across the line. Doing some donuts in celebration. And look at the gap that we had on Lewis Hamilton. There he goes past now. But what a fantastic race for us. Coming back from 2 laps down all the way to win the race. Rio Haryanto is a race winner in Formula 1 with the 2 Mercedes drivers right alongside him. So that was absolutely fantastic here today to get our first race win. 2 laps down, was not expecting it at a track like this. It's so quick at this circuit. I just was not expecting to catch up that much to those guys, but it looks like it is possible around the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and that's an absolute fantastic result for us, beating Lewis Hamilton by 6 seconds at the end of the day after only overtaking him at the castle section. Maybe his front wing damage cost him a little bit through some of the corners, but we're not going to go into that too much. But an absolutely fantastic result for us. We won today's race to gain us our first ever race win and 25 points to add to our tally, which will put us on 29. We've also beaten Lewis Hamilton, which is what we need to do in this championship, as he currently leads the way. Nico Rosberg finished in 3rd with Kimi Räikkönen in 4th. Sebastian Vettel in 5th, and Daniel Ricciardo finished the race in 6th. Felipe Massa in 1 Williams finished in 7th, with Valtteri Bottas in the other Williams finishing in 8th. Sergio Perez in 9th. Max Verstappen down in 10th place. Not a good result for him here today, and he will be very disappointed with that result. Looking further down the field then, and our DNFs were Marcus Ericsson and Kevin Magnussen, who crashed out very, very early on. And Daniel Ricciardo, I think, also finished far down the stands, didn't he? Where did Daniel Ricciardo finish? No, he finished 6th with that puncher as well. He got a puncher and he finished 6th, I suppose, maybe because he came into the pits and made an extra pit stop. But that is pretty good. Not too bad. He got a puncher at exactly the right time, to be fair to him. So that is it, though, for today's 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash that like button. Also, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. We've got loads of Formula 1 content on this channel. We've got my career mode, of course, if you haven't already seen that. This 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge, this week in F1, and a few little extra videos as well coming very, very soon. But that is it for today's video. I will see you next time with another video. But until then, it's goodbye from me.